Dreadbloon is finally here, and today I'm going to be one of the first ever people to defeat him, so you're going to want to stick around to see it. For the first few waves, we're going to need to farm, making as much money as we can, but first we need to get up some strong defences to hold off the Bloons. Starting with a free Dart Monkey to take on the first few waves, we're going to be able to start saving up for our hero Benjamin. We'll be using him to farm as much money as possible before Dreadbloon comes, because if we don't have enough cash, we're never going to be able to defeat him. We can follow this up with a much needed engineer, because it's only round 4, and yet the Bloons are already making it through our defences, but thanks to the engineer, that won't be happening again. Now thanks to these defences, we can start turning our farming career around, and on round 7, we can start our climb to becoming a monkey millionaire, because later on, we'll be making so much money, we won't even know what to do with it, trust me. Once again, our defences are falling apart, but just by upgrading the engineer's range, he's going to be able to shoot way more balloons than before and help our Dart Monkey with the first few rounds. While this is happening though, we can't forget about the most important part of any boss event, farming. Getting our second farm up is going to double our income, allowing us to afford even stronger and faster monkeys in the future, maybe even a couple of paragons. There goes a camo, great, we're going to need some defences for that later. We need to beef up our monkeys again, but not only this, we need another way to make money. Luckily, there's an upgrade where we can do both, the balloon trap. This is going to allow us to make twice as much money from any balloon that falls into it, while taking care of all the lead balloons that comes its way. Marketplaces are going to be our next big upgrade, because not only are they going to give us insane amount of cash at the end of each round, they're going to give us extra lives as well, meaning we're going to be able to survive way more balloons leaking through our defences, but we're not going to let that happen anyway. We've already seen that camo balloons can slip through all of our defences, so we're going to need some cheap camo protection, so a crossbow monkey is just what we need. Placing it at the end of the track so it doesn't steal any pops from our other balloons, upgrading it just in time to take care of all these pesky yellow camo balloons, otherwise they would have slipped through all of our defences, dealing damage to us. We've only got 4 rounds left until Dreadbloon is coming to destroy us, so we better get prepared. This time, he's going to be completely immune to all primary towers, which means we're going to need to get a sniper to take care of him once and for all. So just 1 round before Dreadbloon arrives, we're going to have to give him a fully automatic sniper, and he's going to rapidly take down Dreadbloon's health. So let's see just how well he can handle it. We're going to pair him up with a Moab Mauler to take care of all the other Moab spawning, and a Master Bomber Ninja to do even more damage. Dreadbloon is unlike any other boss we've ever seen. It's going to spawn with a rock shell surrounding it, and be immune to different types of tower every round, meaning that we're going to have extremely strong defences of every type of tower to take it down. This time, he's immune to all primary defences, meaning our primary towers are going to be absolutely useless against him. And here he is now, the Dreadbloon, 7,500 health, with a recovering shield each time he takes a bit of damage. This is going to be a real challenge. We can actually see just how useless our primary towers are against him. With every shot doing 0 damage, we need to rely on all our other towers to pick up the slack. We're easily able to take care of massive portions of his health at a time, thanks to our ninja and sniper. But then, we popped the first layer and everything changed. See, I thought Dreadbloon would be immune to one type of tower for its entire health, but instead, every skull is going to change not only what Dreadbloon is immune to, but it also changes his characteristics, meaning now, our military towers can't even touch him, and he's made of lead, making our sniper completely useless. Thankfully, our Moab Mauler is going to be able to jump in and deal any damage the sniper's just lost. And with a quick upgrade to our Moab Assassin, the ability that it comes with is going to start doing massive chunks of damage to Dreadbloon's health. But now, another chunk is gone, and its immunity has changed to magic, right as we upgraded our Wizard Monkey as well. Great. So now, our new tower is going to be doing absolutely no damage, but at least the sniper's back in the game. But Dreadbloon has a counter for that. Not only does he have a rocky exterior himself, but he also spawns in rock balloons that make any tower set to strong instantly draw their attention to them, meaning our sniper and cannon are both shooting at the wrong thing. So until these are dealt with, the Dreadbloon is going to be able to creep towards the exit. But with this, our sniper, cannon and ninja are all finally attacking Dreadbloon now, and we're finally onto his last skull, giving him immunity to all support towers, but luckily for us, our only support tower is an engineer, and he was barely doing any damage anyway. So within just a few seconds, we're able to take out his last chunk of health. Dreadbloon's tier 1 has been completely destroyed, but this is only the beginning. His terror only grows from here. Trust me, you're not going to want to miss it. Now that we've managed to take care of Dreadbloon, we can finally sell all of our towers and convert all our money into farming material. But this might just be the stupidest thing that I've ever done, because it turns out Dreadbloon doesn't only affect the round he's in, he also changes the entire structure of the game. Fortifying every other Moab, and now we've sold our towers, he's just done that. The Moab has already made it halfway down the track, without taking any damage, so we're going to need a quick Moab Mauler to deal with it, and just in time. It pops, and thanks to Benjamin, there's no balloon spawning from it. Now that we've finally brought back some defences protecting us from all of Dreadbloon's attacks, we can finally upgrade our farm again to Central Market. This is going to give us almost 4 times as much money as it previously did, and not only that, we're going to be getting 3 times as many bonus lives per round, strengthening our lives in case of any leaks. And we're already on 306 hearts out of the normal 200. We can keep buying all of these central markets until round 54, where we're going to need to start preparing for the next attack from Dreadbloon. But this time, we're we're going to need even more damage, because every tier Dreadbloon gets more and more powerful. For this, we're going to need to get 2 villages to decrease the cost of every upgrade we'll buy, and allow our towers to pop every type of balloon, because I want to know if this cancelled out any immunity the Dreadbloon has to certain towers. And getting a tack zone on round 56 is going to do just that. Pairing this tack shooter up with an embrittlement ice tower will allow for extra damage to male class balloons for every tower, and hopefully stop the rock balloons in their tracks. We're also going to need another military monkey, so a sniper monkey upgraded to an elite defender is going to complete our roster, and we're ready for the next Dreadbloon tier. And here he comes now. Last time, we shredded through his defences, but this time, it doesn't look like it's going to be as easy. Most of our defences are primary monkeys, meaning at the moment they're completely useless and Dreadbloon's health is barely decreasing. But then, something beautiful happened. 3 rounds after spawning, Dreadbloon is finally taking loads of damage, and yet I changed literally nothing about my defences, but I'm definitely not going to complain about it. Bloons have almost leaked through while Dreadbloon attacks us, but with over 500 hearts and undead balloons protecting us, we need to stay focused on the main challenge because our primary towers are just about to rejoin the fight. And here they are now. Just look at how much faster his health is falling. The tack zone and embrittlement combo is shredding through the rock defences, and within seconds, another layer of Dreadbloon is gone, and our sniper monkey is back in the fight. But even without his help, our towers were already tearing the boss apart. Clearly, this tier of Dreadbloon doesn't even stand a chance against us. Before he could even reach the second bed of the track, another tier was down, meaning once again, we can sell almost everything and restart the farming. This time, we're going to change it up, going for a Monkeyopolis village instead of a normal banana farm tactic. What this means is that every farm surrounding the village will be combined into one massive generating profit machine, and freeing up space for even more farms, and on round 68, we're able to buy it, sending our profits flying, meaning our next set of defences is going to be insane. But now, our defences are starting to fall behind. So we're going to need to buy 2 more tack shooters for our defences to help shred the normal balloons, and placing them towards the back of the track means that our balloon trap is going to keep making an insane amount of cash. But now, we can afford to buy the best farm in the game. Worth 100,000 cash, this tower will bring in never seen before profits, and because it's in range of the village, it's going to be generating even more cash. Not only this, but it also boosts the production of all our other farms, meaning cash is never going to be an issue again, but that's definitely not going to stop us from earning even more money later on. For now though, we need to focus back on our defences, buying a heavy recursive cluster to take care of the next round, which is going to be clumped regrow ceramic balloons, otherwise they'd certainly destroy us. But with this upgrade, they've just become a piece of cake. Just look at that. We're going to buy the most important tower in the game now, the Flying Fortress. Worth over 75,000 cash, it's going to be our first step towards a paragon, which is the most powerful tower in the game, combining all the 5th tier paths into one tower for instant destruction for all the balloons. And with this upgrade, it's time for the toughest tier of Dreadbloon yet. Once again, he's starting off as immune to primary. We can tell this from all the immune sign that these dark monkeys are creating, but this means our plane is going to devastate the boss for now, but as always, this can't last forever. But I'm so confident in our defences, I'm going to start spending all of the money we have on farms. Hopefully, this will pay off. But maybe I should have waited, because now our military monkeys can't even harm him, and suddenly the boss is taking almost no damage whatsoever. We're going to need to quickly deal with this by upgrading our cannon to a Moab Eliminator, because the primary immunity has already passed, meaning the cannon upgrade will always be able to damage it. But even with this upgrade, there's only a small amount of damage being done. Luckily, it comes equipped with an ability though. And with this, we can slowly take chunks of health away from him, because even though we weren't doing much damage now, as soon as the military monkeys rejoin the fight, we'll be back on track. Here's what I thought. The Dreadbloon has been here for over 5 rounds, and we're not even halfway through his health. We have got a lot more farms though, but I don't think they're going to be helping damage the boss. Instead, we need to start buying primary towers, in the form of dart monkeys. We can get 2 crossbow masters with quick firing, and then an ultra juggernaut doing intense damage. Finally, a plasma monkey fan club is going to turn all our dart monkeys into plasma, doing insanely quick damage and recovering any time we lost by building those farms. Not only this, but upgrading all these paths sets up another paragon, meaning we're on our way to building 2 paragons, the strongest towers in the game. Now, it's magic immunity. Finally, our plane is going to be back dealing more damage than ever before. We can already see the massive difference the plane makes on Dreadbloon's terrifying health. So with all the powers combined, we've been able to take down the 3rd tier of balloon, and it took us a massive 11 rounds, meaning we're only going to get 9 more rounds to prepare for the next wave. Things are really heating up now. Luckily for us though, we've been building farms while fighting Dreadbloon, meaning we have over 300,000 cash, and soon we'll be able to buy our first paragon. And on round 95, we'll finally be able to do it. Not only that, but it's a tier 30 paragon, meaning it's going to be doing way more damage than I could ever hope for. If you've seen my previous videos, then you know my luck, so this is a massive shock. But if you haven't, you should definitely watch them after this. After upgrading to the Apex Plasma Monkey, balloons can't even get on the screen anymore because of the massive damage output of this tower. Not only that, but I've just built it and it's already becoming the best tower that we've ever seen. But that's not the only paragon we're getting, and it's certainly not going to be the strongest. This time, we're going to need to be building up lots of high level planes because paragons are determined by how many pops that tower has done. and how much money has been spent on that type of tower. So for every plane we buy, the paragon is only going to grow in power. But we've only got just over 400,000 cash on round 99, so we're not going to be able to get this paragon before the next tier of the boss, because here it is. Now, we really get to see what this Dark Monkey Paragon is made of, but not yet, because the 4th tier of Dreadbloon is actually special, because this time, it's immune to everything, except subscribers. Only by subscribing can you help me take down this tier. Yes, look at its health drop, you're doing it. Every new subscriber is damaging his health, and finally, his immunity is gone, meaning our Paragon is able to step back up and help all of you take down his tier. And not only that, but so many of you have subscribed, we can afford another Paragon, the Airship of Doom. We've managed to get a level 38 Paragon, which is the highest I've ever seen, so its damage is going to be off the charts. Even though the boss is immune to it. For now, the Apex Dark Monkey is making light work of the boss, and soon it will be rejoining the fight thanks to all you subscribers. It's finally free from its immunity. Just look at the devastation it's doing on the boss's health. It's unlike anything I've ever seen. It only takes us a few seconds to take down the last 2 chunks of Dreadbloon's health. That's actually insane. But we've still got a tier to go, and these 2 Paragons alone aren't going to be able to deal with it, so we need more power. We're going to need to get a 3rd insane Paragon to deal with this boss, specialised in taking down Moabs and dealing crazy amounts of damage, the Ninja Paragon. This time, we're going to try and get an even higher level than ever before, by spending as much money as we can, but we've only got 8 rounds until the next boss comes, so we don't have long. Luckily for us, we can't even spend the cash at the rate we're making it, meaning we're never going to run out of cash, and this Paragon is inevitable. We've managed to earn over 1 million cash over this game, giving us more than enough money to afford the last Paragon. Let's see what degree we're going to get. It's going to be insane. Level 30, nice. This is the best set of Paragons I think I've ever had. And with 1 Paragon in each monkey type, the Dreadbloon will never be able to avoid them all. The final tier is here, and the final fight has begun. 3 Paragons versus 1 insanely powerful boss. But with the damage they can do, surely this will be a walk in the park for them. And clearly it is. Just look at the speed the boss is losing its health at. We've already got through its primary immunity, but now our strongest Paragon is out. But it doesn't even matter. Even with our worst pairing of Paragons, we're shredding its health like nobody's business. And now, the immunity is over, and we can easily take down Dreadbloon's final and last tier. And with that, we just defeat the newest boss in the game. But that's not all, because here, I beat chimps with just cannons. And over here, I see just how far we can get in BTD6 with just Dark Monkeys. Don't forget to subscribe.